All right, let's jump right in and get you ready to build an absolutely fantastic answer for your IELTS speaking test, especially when they ask you to describe a place. We're going to break it all down into a really simple but powerful method. Okay, so picture this. You're in the test, and the examiner gives you this exact prompt. First things first, do not panic. We are going to tackle this together step by step, using a framework that, honestly, you can use for pretty much any describe a place question. And here it is, our blueprint for success. Just 4 simple building blocks. I want you to think of these like the foundation for a great story. If you follow these steps, you're going to build a detailed, fluent, and super impressive response every single time. All right, let's dive into our very first block, setting the scene. This is all about telling the examiner where you're talking about, and you want to do it clearly and confidently right from the get-go. You want them to have an instant mental picture. You can kick things off with a simple and direct template, just like this one. It's clean, it's effective, and it gets right to the point. Just name the place and say where it is. For instance, a charming little cafe called Name, which is tucked away on a side street. See? Simple, right? Now, let's add another layer. After you've said where it is, add a quick detail about its reputation. Is it a famous landmark? A local hangout spot? Who goes there? Answering these little questions just adds a touch of sophistication right at the beginning. And that phrase we just used, from all walks of life, it's fantastic. It's a great piece of vocabulary that shows your range. It basically tells the examiner that this place is popular with everybody, a really diverse crowd of people. Excellent! Okay, so we've set the scene. Now we're moving on to block 2, paint the picture. This is the fun part. This is where we get to add all those details that really bring the place to life for the examiner. So start with the overall feeling of the place. What's the first thing that pops into your head? Use some strong descriptive adjectives here. Is it spacious and modern? Or maybe it's cozy and a little bit old-fashioned? This gives the examiner an immediate image to hold on to. And notice this great technique. We're going from a general description to very specific features. You see, don't just say a place is state-of-the-art. Show them why. Mentioning concrete things like an Olympic-sized swimming pool makes your story so much more vivid and believable. And there's that phrase, state-of-the-art. This is a fantastic one to have in your back pocket. Calling something state-of-the-art is a really easy way to level up your vocabulary and signal that it's high quality and super modern. All right, we're on to block 3, explain the buzz. So we've covered the where and the what. Now we have to tackle the why. Why is this place so popular? Answering this shows the examiner you can do more than just describe, you can analyze. My advice here is to be really direct. What are the main reasons people love this place? Maybe it's the buzzing atmosphere, or maybe the prices are just really good. Stating it clearly like this shows that your answer is logical and well-organized. Okay, now let's add a bit of life to that reason. Describe the energy. When is it the busiest? What does it actually feel like to be there? When you mention specific times like weekends or during big events, you're adding another layer of believable detail. And there's that awesome phrase, bustling with activity. It's just perfect for capturing that energetic, dynamic vibe. It paints a much better picture than just saying it's busy, doesn't it? All right, we've made it to our final and, in my opinion, the most important block. Make it personal. The examiner doesn't just want a tour guide's description. They want to know about your connection to the place. This is where you really make an impact. Don't be afraid to be direct with your feelings. How does this place actually make you feel? Using strong emotional words like invigorated or uplifting makes your answer feel really authentic and helps you connect with the examiner. Now, here's a little pro tip for you. Try to think a bit bigger. Don't just talk about yourself. How does this place help the whole community? Thinking about its importance on a larger scale shows a much higher level of thought. And finally, you want to wrap it all up with a really strong concluding sentence. A nice summary statement like this just perfectly captures your personal feelings and gives your whole answer a clean, confident finish. Before we finish up, let's just quickly go over some of that powerful vocabulary we've been talking about. Think of this as your personal toolkit, words and phrases you can pull out to make your answers even stronger. First up, we have cater to. This is a great verb to use when you're explaining who a place is designed for. For example, you could say, the restaurant caters to people who enjoy spicy food. Next, indispensable or vital. These are fantastic, powerful alternatives to just saying something is important. When you call a place vital, you're saying it's not just nice to have, it's absolutely essential for the community.
And of course, that great idiom we saw earlier, blow off some steam. Using idioms correctly is a huge sign of fluency to an examiner. And this one is perfect for describing how you use a place to relax and de-stress.
So let's quickly recap the blueprint. You start with the location, then you describe its characteristics, you explain the attraction, and you finish with your personal feeling. You combine those 4 blocks and boom, you've got a complete, detailed, and perfectly structured answer every time. All right, so the blueprint is all yours now. My question to you is, what amazing place are you going to describe first? I really want you to take a moment, think of a place you know well, and just try to walk through these 4 building blocks. Practice makes all the difference. You've got this.